In this orthokeratology case, we have a patient who's got leftover cylinder after treatment, baseline and post-treatment topographies, and if we pull up the lens, we can see that there is some irregularity in the lens, and it's coming from this part of the topography inferior, a little bit of superior too, but down here you can see in the alignment curve there's an area where it's really steep compared to the other meridians here where around 26 diopters or so, 26, 27 diopters. And here we're at about 43, 44. So we've got a 17 diopter difference between the alignment curve here. And this is just artifact. So in these cases, what I recommend doing is before designing the lens, you want to go to the baseline topography and go ahead and delete these red areas below and above, maybe this corner out here. It doesn't always sneak its way into the Wave software, but often does, and then it'll give you a design that is less than ideal. Because this map was already used to design some lenses, the way to edit the map without overriding any previous data is to simply rename this patient in your sidebar. You can just tag it with a -1 or whatever designation you like. And then what you can do is at that point import the baseline files that you had uploaded for the clinical support. That will include the baseline topography as well as the 2 lens designs that are made already, and it'll be under the original name. You can tag that now with a designation if you like, but it'll be different. You'll have in effect 2 files for the same patient, but it'll have both the old and the new available to you in case you want to look back. So to reprocess after you've imported, you just hit the center function again, and then you have to save and exit. And then pull up the photo one more time. And now we can go to our eraser. We'll turn on the borders so we can see where the mires are. And we're just going to delete these areas down here. And there was a little bit up here that we wanted to delete, a little bit in the corner. Okay, after you hit OK, it'll show you what's been deleted, and we can probably get rid of a little bit more. And let's just do a little bit across there. Okay, I think that looks okay. So at this point you can save, and then you also need to extrapolate again, and then you can create your lens design from there. So I'm creating a design to ask, do I want to start with the previous one? I'm going to choose no, so that it recalculates a brand new lens. Then you can see the topography representation in the wave window looks a lot more regular now. So I'm going to go into my tools and configuration settings and just create an ortho-K design. So after creating a lens and you want to save, you'll see this is the 3rd lens for the right eye. But because we have these 2 lenses in the other set of topographies for this patient, what you can do is just uncheck them and maybe uncheck the ones for the left eye too. We just want to save this one because this is the one that's made off of this edited topography where we erased those peripheral mires. And then just hit save. I'd recommend starting with GSIM first. I don't think there's any need to start with freeform. And I didn't set everything exactly to your old parameters, but I think those were fine. You can use the settings that you had for the first lens, but this one will have a much more even back surface curvature. We're actually a little bit steeper now in the horizontal, but the vertical is pretty similar to it. So much more even around for a fairly even cornea. And I think that makes a little bit more sense. So best of luck with your patient.